Mhm.
You are.
All right. You're muted.
Thank you for being there. And Olivia Barron is next with the news bulletin.
President Joseph Waka has issued an executive order to exempt the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation from paying customs duties on certain items. According to the presidency, the executive order is to ensure that clean and safe drinking water remains affordable and accessible to the public. The items exempted from customs duties include diesel fuel for operations and production, rotatable and consumable spares for operations, low-lift and high-lift pumps for use at the water treatment plants. Others are water treatment chemicals and chlorinators and laboratory apparatus for water treatment facilities at White Plains Water Treatment Plant and outstations. The executive order numbered 127 was issued on Thursday, March 14 of this year. It also exempts heavy-duty equipment such as water and sewer trucks, asphalt cutters, jackhammers, leak detectors, valves, resumed sewer cleaners, high pressure azoted pipes and fittings, flood and water meters, heavy and light duty vehicles, and generators for customs due payment. If this executive order takes over from the previous executive order number 109 that has since expired, which served a similar purpose. According to an executive mansion release, the order aims to maintain tariffs at an affordable cost for citizens, as sanitation is a crucial component of the government's arrest agenda and commitment to sustaining an adequate water supply and controlling the overflow of sewage in the streets of Monrovia and other parts of the country. In another development, President Joseph Boakai has sent a message of congratulations to the government and people of the Republic of Ireland on the occasion commemorating St. Patrick's Day on March 17. St. Patrick's Day, or the Feast of St. Patrick, is a cultural and religious celebration held on March 17, the traditional death date of St. Patrick, the foremost patron saint of Ireland. In his message to his Irish counterpart, President McCall Higgins, the Liberian leader extended on behalf of the government and people of Liberia and in his own name, sincere congratulations to the government and people of Ireland. According to a Foreign Ministry release, President Boaga stressed that Ireland and Liberia have shared similar engagement on the international scene, such as the promotion of human rights, democracy, and adherence to the rule of law. Foreign Minister Sarah Beslow Yanti has announced a major decision cancelling all diplomatic passports. Minister Yanti said people bearing multiple diplomatic, official, and service passports, regardless of the duration of the validity period, will be cancelled with immediate effect. According to the foreign minister, failure to comply by April 25 of this year will result in the passports being deemed invalid and unusable. During a press briefing at the Ministry of Information on Monday, Minister Yanti stated that the government does not have a comprehensive record of individuals in possession of Liberian diplomatic passports. She said the mandate comes as part of the government's commitment to ensuring the proper use and accountability of diplomatic passports. Moreover, it was made known that a deadline set by Minister Yanti aims to streamline the process and address any potential misuse of diplomatic privileges. The minister admonished individuals affected by the order to promptly return their diplomatic passports to avoid any disruptions. During the administration of former President George Weah, there was a major passport scandal involving the sale of Liberian diplomatic passports. The situation led to the indictment of then passport director Andrew Womblu, who later fled the country. According to pundits, the latest decision by Foreign Minister Sarah Beslow Yanti will restore the dignity of the Liberian diplomatic passport. In a related development, the United States government says it welcomes the latest measure taken by the government of Liberia to withdraw all diplomatic passports. According to the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia, the measure is intended to ensure all diplomatic, official, and service passport holders meet official eligibility requirements. In a statement released by the U.S. Embassy on Monday, the U.S. government stressed that the foreign minister's commitment to address the issue of fraudulent travel documents advances not just Liberia's national security but that of the international community. Senator Nathaniel McGill has called on the government of Liberia to cancel the 21 million United States dollars road contracts awarded to field contractors by the Public Works Ministry on credit. Senator McGill said the contracts are in violations of the Constitution as well as the Public Procurement and Commission Law and the Public Financial Management Act. According to the Marigibi County Senator, the legislature in February this year approved 2 million US dollars to support President Joseph Boakar's 100-day deliverables. However, he noted that with no budget passed yet for the current fiscal year, the Ministry of Public Works has gone ahead to award road contracts in the tune of 21 million US dollars on a letter to proceed, which would authorize the companies to credit on behalf of the government to finance the projects. Speaking at a press conference in Monrovia Monday, Senator McGill urged the contracts be cancelled. He also warned the contractors not to proceed while calling on the commercial banks not to credit the government for these road contracts. Meanwhile, Senator Nathaniel McGill said, with the support of some senators, they are writing the Senate's leadership to take the appropriate actions and prevent the government from plunging the country into debts outside of the laws. He expressed fear that if this action by the Public Works Ministry is not prevented, they could put the country into huge debts with no regards to the laws and procedures governing government borrowings. A long-term stalwart of the former ruling coalition for democratic change, Dr. Lester Tannen has resigned from the party. Dr. Tannen, in an interview with this station, cited irreconcilable differences irreconcilable differences, expressing his inability to align himself with individuals whose primary aim is to exploit the nation's resources for personal gain. He emphasized the urgent need for the government to investigate the suspicious deaths that occurred during the tenure of former President George Weah. Furthermore, Dr. Tennant disclosed his intention to align with a new movement led by the former national chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change, Morba Molu. The Liberia Telecommunication Authority and the three major mobile network operators have entered into an agreement aimed at enhancing the quality of service for mobile communication users across the country. The agreement was formally signed by Madame Edwino Zakwa, representing the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, and Subuko and Prince Kurel, representing Orange, Liberia, and Lone Star Silk MTN respectively. Speaking at the signing ceremony, LTS Managing Director Edwino Zakwad emphasized her administration's commitment to ensuring that mobile network services are accessible to all Liberians, irrespective of their location or social status. In their remarks, Subuko, Director of Legal Services at Orange, Liberia, and Prince Cruel, legal counsel at Lone Star Cell MTN, pledged to uphold the terms of the agreement, thereby ensuring the delivery of quality services throughout the country. Report says open defecation and its resulting smell has taken for criminal quote Eve at the Temple of Justice. The situation, according to RCA judicial correspondent, compelled Judge Sabrina Galawolu to adjourn Monday's proceeding. Judge Galawolu has, however, refused to comment on the embarrassing incident. Our judicial correspondent further revealed that the human feces has been embarrassing criminal quality since December 2023, but there has been no intervention by the court's administrator of the Supreme Court, Councillor Elizabeth Nelson, despite several communications. An Erosia News investigation has revealed deplorable living conditions at the Liberian Agriculture Company in Grant Bassa County. The investigation, which was conducted at the weekend, shows that several basic services, including safe drinking water, modern toilet facility, proper housing for workers, are not being provided by the management of Liberian Agriculture Company. During the exercise, an employee of the company, Daniel Bioka, lamented that, like is providing one bedroom house for each family head, regardless of the number of children he or she has. Bioka, who is an executive of the LAC Workers Union, told RCA News that employees within the various camps normally travel several miles into the bush to defecate, as well as to fetch drinking water from nearby creeks and shallow wells. Daniel Bioka is meanwhile calling on national government to reveal on the Liberian Agriculture Company to improve the standard of living for its employees. The assigned judge at the Sixth Judicial Circuit Court, known as the Civil Law Court, has disclosed that during the December term of court, over 350 hearings in matters are pending before the court. Judge Goddard Elliott, according to RCA judicial correspondent, said most of these hearings are centered upon the disposition of law issues, motion for investigative survey, divorce, and summary proceedings against magistrates. Judge Elliott said five trials were held and 19 cases were disposed based upon motions. She stressed that they do not intend to claim victory, given the number of cases undetermined before the court and the fact that only a very small number of cases can be tried during a time requirement for jury trial. The civil law court presiding judge then urged lawyers to file their legal memorandum for the disposition of law issues so that the court will make determination on law issues. Judge Golan Elliott made a statement Monday during the March term opening of the Sixth Judicial Circuit Court, known as the Civil Law Court, in line with Chapter 3, Section 3.8 of the Judiciary law for its March term. Away from Liberia, all schools have been ordered to close in South Sudan as it prepares for a heat wave in which temperatures could reach an exceptional 45 degrees Celsius. Authorities said children should stay indoors and that the extreme weather could last for at least 2 weeks. Deaths related to excessive heat have already been reported, officials said on Saturday. Residents in parts of the capital, Juba, sweltered without electric fans on Monday as the heat sparked power cuts. In the streets of Juba, home to over 400,000 people, were largely quiet in the afternoon as local media reported temperatures of 41 degrees Celsius. Well, Augustine, that's the news bulletin.
Olivia Bawon and the news bulletin right here on News Desk. It is a regular feature of our news program. In one of our top stories we are following tonight, to ensure clean and safe drinking water is affordable, President Joseph Boakai issues an executive order exempting Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation from paying custom duties on certain items. Let's now bring you the voices of the newsmakers. Senator Nathaniel McGill has called on the government of Liberia to cancel the 21 million United States dollar road contracts awarded to few contractors by the Public Works Ministry on credit. Senator McGill said the contracts are in violations of the Constitution as well as the Public Procurement and Commission Law and the Public Financial Management Act. According to the Margibi County Senator, the legislature in February this year approved 2 million United States dollars to support President Joseph Walker's 100-day deliverables.
While we support the president's agenda to address the issue of no connectivity to the president's 100-day deliverable, there are fundamental principles that the government has to observe, especially in spending the country's money. In February, the legislature approved $2 million as a support towards the president's 100-day deliverable. But what has caught our attention, a very severe violation by the Ministry of Public Works, is that the Ministry of Public Works has gone ahead in total contravention of the Constitution and the BBC Act to award 21 million US dollars to few contractors. Now, the question that we need to ask, what is the source of funding for that 21 million? And what it did is that they awarded the contract and elected to proceed. And normally what that means is that you're telling the contractor to go and spend money on behalf of Liberia. And once the money is spent on behalf of Liberia, it becomes a liability of the country has to pay. And the Constitution is very clear. Article 34, Section D and subsection 3 is very, very clear. It says that no loan shall be raised or guaranteed without the authority of the legislative act. Now, what I mean is that if you want to credit money on behalf of Liberia, you have to come to the legislature. The Ministry of Public Works can only use now, the only thing they can use at 2 million now. We don't even have a budget, but now they have asked company to go and credit to 1 million. Now who's going to pay for that? So that's a violation of the Constitution. Besides, it also violates the PPCC and the PFA law. We say before you contract the services or work with any company, the money must be available. There should be a source of the money. In this instance, there's no source because there's no budget. Nobody knows where the money coming from. That's a violation. So we want to draw the public attention, even those who are the contractor, not to proceed. And even the bank, because there's a history, on this. Only last everybody has been saying they have the same problem when they let us proceed. And they put like going to $16 million there with the commercial bank. And they go through the process and begin parallel but debt portfolio. And people have to come out to pay that money. We don't want to see anything. So the mistake is the part we don't want to repeat it. You can go to any company for the procurement process and say do a pre-financing because money available. When the money is available, but in the instance there's no money available. But like you have been committed, they are trying to commit the country. So what we try to do is to stop it.
Meanwhile, Senator Nathaniel McGill said, with the support of some senators, they are writing the Senate leadership to take the appropriate actions and prevent the government from plunging the country into debts outside of the laws.
According to the president, you my colleagues, that we already put on the Senate and the Senate take appropriate action. Because this is happening, this has to stop. We need transparency. Good government cannot start with bad government. So how should we what also we cannot commit the country to $200 billion or even the president by the way they proceed. Can you imagine we say we authorize to spend $2 million to spend 21 million. So we're going to give it 19 to extra 19 million. So I just want to give the press so the public know that some members of the Senate are currently now working with one another. The letter is going to the protest. We hope the protest will go with the flow because it's a serious matter. The money belongs to the Nigerian government. And the ones that don't pay it, money you gotta go to the appropriate person. Especially critically, those are constitutional provisions that has to be answered by the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Justice, the Director of PBCC, and the Minister of Public Works.
His Miami County Senator Nathaniel McGill. Foreign Minister Sarah Beslow Nyati has announced a major decision canceling all diplomatic passports. Minister Nyati said people bearing multiple diplomatic, official, and service passports, regardless of the duration of the validate period, will be cancelled with immediate effect. She spoke during a press briefing at the Ministry of Information on Monday. Sorry that we can't lay our hands on that development, but to this development, a long-time stalwart of the former ruling coalition for democratic change, Dr. Lester Tennant, has resigned from the party. Dr. Tennant, in an interview with the station, cited irreconcilable differences, expressing his inability to align himself with individuals whose primary aim is to exploit the nation's resources for personal gain. He further disclosed his intention to align with a new movement led by the former national chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change, Moba Mulu.
Well, I think my resignation is related after observing and speaking against many of the unfortunate developments perpetrated by the CDC leadership. I think this resignation is related. CDC was intended was a grassroots organization to liberate the Liberian people from the clutches of property. Unfortunately, few group of criminals hijacked the process to amass wealth unto themselves and their families and their immediate relatives. For us, we cannot live with our conscience coexisting with those criminals and under the same canopy of a political organization. You have to part ways with them. But the criminals, the thieves are the likes of George Weah, the likes of Nathaniel McGill, who have been sanctioned for impropriety and stealing the Liberian people money, the likes of Pepsi Yeke, who built markets in this country at a cost unreasonable. The murder of auditors in this country was perpetrated by people believed to be close to the leadership of the individual we are arrangement. So people must be accountable for us to share the same space with them. So my soul. I cannot coexist with such evil people. I think better now than never. People died in this country. People died because they unearthed stolen activities by George Weah government. They were murdered. They were murdered. I think there is a need that this government open an immediate investigation to present the true version of what happened and so that the family can have closure. I'm talking about the auditors. I'm talking about the auditors. Well, at least for the first time in 15 years, I will sleep in peace. Well, if you have followed me, I have been one of the outspoken person in the CDC. I spoke against the ill even when I was in government. I walked away from government because I could not participate in the national looting spree that was ongoing and further play. I walked away from the CDC. By the way, we have launched the movement stand, mobile model, few group of like-minded people have launched the movement stand. Stand for now is an advocate group. We will give it a different scenario. Decide later whether we will turn it into a political institution. But for now, we are all members of stand.
A long-time stalwart of the former ruling Coalition for Democratic Change, Dr. Lester Tennant. The Liberia Telecommunication Authority and the three mobile network operators have entered into an agreement aimed at enhancing the quality of service for mobile communication users across the country. The agreement was formally signed by Madam Awinan Sakpa, representing the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, and Supercode, and Patrick Kura, representing Orange Liberia and Lone Star Cell MTN, respectively. Speaking at the signing ceremony, LTA Managing Director Awinan Sakpa emphasized our administration's commitment to ensuring that mobile network services are accessible to all Liberians, irrespective of their location or social status.
Implementation of the quality of service regulation is not merely a bureaucratic effort. It is a testament of our dedication to improving the lives of our citizens through digital connectivity. This regulation underscores our commitment to inclusivity and equality by holding telecommunication service providers accountable for the quality of their service by setting standards for network performance, call reliability, internet speed, and other essential metrics. We will not rest until every Liberian has access to high quality telecommunication services, regardless of their location or socioeconomic status. This regulation is not just about meeting the benchmarks, it's about empowering individuals, businesses, and our communities. The recent regional fiber optic cuts in Ivory Coast left Liberia and many other countries kind of paralyzed. And this highlights the critical importance of reliable telecommunications infrastructure as a foundation for economic development, for enabling entrepreneurs to start and grow their businesses, for students to access educational resources, for healthcare providers to deliver vital services. Today, we celebrate not only the signing of the regulation, but also a critical step forward for Liberia's digital transformation journey.
Winan Sakba is the managing director of the Liberia Telecommunication Authority. In their separate remarks, Super co-director of Liquor Services at Orange Liberia and Prince Kura, Liquor Council at Lone Star Cell MTN, pledged to uphold the terms of the agreement, thereby ensuring the delivery of quality services throughout Liberia. An RCR News investigation has revealed deplorable living conditions at the Liberia Agricultural Company in Grand Bassa County. The investigation, which was conducted at the weekend, shows that several basic services, including safe drinking water, modern toilet facility, proper housing for workers, are not being provided by the management of Liberia Agricultural Company. During the exercise, an employee of the company, Daniel Bayoka, lamented that LAC is providing one bedroom house for each family head, regardless of the number of children he or she has.
and exposing people of virtual impairment to entertainment, recreation, and other extraordinary curriculum activities. The association's president, Ben Kutase, as part of this project, Kuta explained that music instruction will be required and many recording studios where talented young ones will produce music. According to Kuta, which is sponsored by Erectons Foundation based in Denmark, was place in the first division category. Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag believes the epic 4-3 FA Cup quarter-final victory over arch rivals Liverpool can be the turning point of their season. Trailing deep in number 10 and again in extra time, United eventually went through in thrilling start thanks to Ahmed Diallo's more 21st winner. It keeps alive United's hopes of lifting silverware this season end with their main rivals for a Champions League spot, Tottenham and Aston Villa, both dropping points. Ten Hag feels the win which triggered European euphoric seasons among the home supporters at the final whistle could be significant. Ten Hag said he believes his side's performance in the first half hour was their best of the season. However, the situation appeared bleak when Alexis McAllister and Mohamed Salah both scored in the final stages of the opening period to give the visitors the advantage. It took substitute Anthony to rescue the situation 3 minutes from time. Then, after Harvey Elliott had put Liverpool ahead again, Marcus Rashford equalized 8 minutes before the end of extra time, before Diallo finished off a length of the field breakaway to book a Wembley semi-final showdown with champions Coventry, managed by All United FA Cup hero Mark Robbins. That's all from our sports desk.
She spoke during a press briefing at the Ministry of Information on Monday. She is the Foreign Minister of Liberia, Sarah Nyati. In a related development, the United States government says it welcomes the latest measure taken by the government of Liberia to withdraw all diplomatic passports. According to the U.S. Embassy near Monrovia, the measure is intended to ensure all diplomatic, official, and service passport holders meet official electability requirements. In a statement released by the U.S. Embassy on Monday, the U.S. government stressed that the foreign minister's commitment to address the issue of fraudulent travel documents advances not just Liberia's national security, but that of the international community. Well, on that note, that's how I love to leave you on this Monday, March 18, 2024 edition of the program News Desk. It's been a production of News about Liberia, Africa, in our one word. Just before we leave you, let's remind you of the top stories we closely followed tonight. To ensure clean and safe drinking water is affordable, President Joseph Walker issues an executive order exempting the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation from paying customs duties on certain items. In a major policy decision, Foreign Minister Sarah Nyati announces the cancellation of all diplomatic passports with immediate effect. Senator Nathaniel McGill opposes $21 million United States dollars road contract calls on the government to cancel the contracts awarded to field contractors by the Public Works Ministry. And off the home front, the BBC is reporting that all schools have been ordered to close in South Sudan as it prepares for a heat wave in which temperatures could reach an exceptional 45 degrees Celsius. Thanks to you for your listening role. Thanks to all of our reporters, correspondents, and contributors for making this presentation a success. Thanks as well to affiliate radio stations for reading our news, especially Truth FM 96.9 in Sacramento, Nima County, and Radio Magibi, that's and inclusive of Radio Bashu in Kakata, Magibi County, as well as where that Magibi County for reading our news. Justin Patoma and Sala Control and coordinated the sounds aspect. Naomi Tapia brought you sports. Olivia Bowen read you the news bulletin. I'm Augustine Sai presented. Thanks for listening.
Let me make sure I got all the sanitary items I need. I'm checking my list. Oh, yes. One more item. Let me have a big bottle of Dettol, yeah, across the board.
Yes, the total amount is 3,000 LD.
Okay, let me give you your money. Hey, my people. I can't find my purse. Lola, I left it on my kitchen table. My husband is rushing me too much. What's I will do now?
Don't worry, Costa Homo. You can pay with your phone. Here's the code here on the wall.
Awesome. Yes, I do have money on my phone.
With Orange Money, making payments for goods at your favorite store with your merchant is as easy as ABC. Dial *144#, select currency, select pay with Orange Money, and follow the instructions. With Orange Money, life is easier. No stress.
Orange.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.